Time for a bit of a greenhouse update. I think we're the second day of autumn, fall for you Americans. Things are going crazy in the greenhouse still. Still a ton of food to come out of here, and our seedlings are all ready for our winter plantings, so they're going out soon. Well, we're dealing with a few problems in here, so I like to share the problems as well. Nothing's perfect in this world. Our cucumber plants have been infested with, these are cabbage white ones. There's some funny looping caterpillars. I think you can see one up on the leaf up there. And you can see that they're really eating back a lot of things in here. So I'm just coming in here now to come in and chop back a lot of the growth in these cucumbers. We've had a heck of a lot off this plant, which kind of comes down from the corner down here. So I'm going to take all of that out, and that should let the light in for tomatoes, which are still coming along beautifully, and under here let light into them and into the chilies, which are going crazy over in the back there and in here, and into peppers. So we've got tons of peppers on this plant over here, so I'm really looking forward to getting some of those, and there's some beautiful fruit on it. So they need some more light though, so I'm going to take a fair whack off these plants, leave as many of the cucumber plants as I can, but actually this has just turned into a great big snarled up mess and full of caterpillars and full of caterpillar dung, and so I need to clean this up. And behind here there's a coriander that's gone crazy. I was just trying to find some seeds. There's a ton of seed on this plant, so I'm going to harvest the entire plant today, and we'll keep the coriander seed for eating later on in the year. The tomatoes are still really going for it, so you can see them up into the canopy of them here. They're all ripening up into the top, so there's still a lot of flowers on the plant. There's still a lot coming along. You can also see gherkins have used the tomatoes as a bit of a frame and are rambling their way through, so I'm just going to give everything a nice clean up and prune today, and it should just kind of stimulate some new growth, but we should be getting quite a lot off it. Down in the bottom of the greenhouse you can see turmerics coming up, so you can just see this plant here and then behind it and over here. Well, I've planted them all along the back of the greenhouse here. You can see new shoots coming up in the middle there. Oops, finger in the way. You can see a new shoot coming up in the back there. So the turmeric is still coming up. The best ones are these ones under the table here. Now, we're not ideal conditions for growing turmeric, but I figure it's worth a try because fresh turmeric from the garden is it's just beautiful. It's just such a beautiful fragrant plant. And if we harvest a bit each year, I'll be comfortable with that. So we've got some lovely new woofers working with us in the next week and a half, so we're going to get them to do a whole lot of jobs to plant out a lot of these seedlings and get things going for the winter. And luckily we've got free food and tons of it to feed them with for the week. So kind of last thing, in the back of the greenhouse here there's a couple of cucumber plants and gherkin plants that are growing along the back fence here, back side of it. Not doing particularly well, again, because the stuff that's on the front side has completely taken over. And in the back of the greenhouse, the hops are starting to grow through and grow really, really well. So I'm going to have to give them a big prune back as well. You can see against the back window here how dense their growth is. It's completely shaded out that side and along the front here. To be honest, that's a good thing this time of the year. It just keeps the greenhouse a little bit cooler. Otherwise it just gets up over 35-40 degrees in here and everything starts suffering. So anyway, that's enough from me today. As you can see, it's a totally overgrown jungle of a greenhouse, but I'll sort it all out and then I'll post some pictures and show you just how much we can get out of here, because there's going to be quite a bit of food as I go through and chop things back. Hope you're having a beautiful day. It's 25 degrees here in Canterbury. Lovely, lovely day. Cheers.